Hi, friends. It is day 143 of A Path of Purpose. Shar Meekins here, developmental disability nurse, teacher, trainer, delegator. There's a lot of hats to wear when you're a developmental disability nurse. So today I had the opportunity to spend time training a nurse on some of the administrative rules and details of being a developmental disability nurse. And part of the training that I enjoy is showing them all the details of Therup. And Therup is a software for developmental disability group homes, and to be able to do their health tracking and their documentation for the state level. So, what a fun, joyful time it was today just to sit down and encourage somebody in what they do and just give them some tricks of the trade and help them understand what they're looking for, and to make sure they are creating for support documents for individuals with disability that are living in group homes or supported living. And because that's where my training's at. Well, what I realized today is that too often we just assume people know what we know. They've experienced what we've experienced. And the truth is, we all have different experiences, and we all have different levels of wisdom and knowledge and things to impart and to share with others. And that happened today, just to be able to share a few things that the response was, "Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, I'm so glad you told me that." And so even though oftentimes those things we share are small, they're things that can make a big difference in perspective, and assuming that other people understand what you are telling them. One thing that comes up with caregivers oftentimes is, we don't want to look like we don't understand what they're saying, and so we don't ask questions. What does that word mean? What does DSP mean? What does? We don't want to ask because we don't want to look like we're ignorant. When the truth is, we look ignorant when we just shake our head yes and act like we know, and the other person knows you don't know what they're talking about. So it's better to ask. So today, that happened. We were able to talk about different details, and then ask each other questions. What does that abbreviation mean? And so it was a two-way conversation, and it was really great because I learned some things, and I was able to help them learn some things. So it was a great exchange of information and knowledge and experience. So that was great. Another way we assume that people understand us or know what we're talking about is, especially with somebody that English is not their second language. I know me myself, and because English is my first language, I don't understand what it's like to not know the language. And I have experienced being overseas a few times and not knowing the language, but I can tell you, oftentimes they're more interested in learning English than we ever are in learning their language, which is really sad because it should be a mutual exchange. But what happens is, if you're training or teaching someone, and English is not their first language, it's important to take the time, ask questions, and ensure that they understand what you're saying, and help them not be embarrassed if they don't understand, and just find another way to be able to explain it. Because oftentimes we just shake our head yes, right? And it's really no, we don't know. So please be teachable and ask questions when you're exchanging experience and wisdom and learning how to grow and in your business, growing in your relationships, growing in knowledge. Take the time. So anyway, don't assume that everybody knows what you know. Take the time to explain. Take the time to ask questions, because if we assume, then we're not being very sensitive to what other people want to know. And so it was a great day of exchanging experience and wisdom, right? And so don't assume that you don't have something to share, because you do. Everybody has something to share and to make a difference in other people's lives. So happy Friday. I can't believe it. It's Friday. It's Memorial Day weekend. And so I'm excited because I'll get to see some family this weekend, right? And finish my finals for college classes tonight and tomorrow. And then actually I have some plans this summer to continue to create content and help teach and train people in the DD community. Okay, that's what I have for you tonight. You guys have a great rest of the evening, and we'll be talking tomorrow. Bye.